Hey guys, Shadylikeatree here, and welcome into Reminiscing with Shady, episode 65. This is NFL Blitz. Now, NFL Blitz was originally an arcade platform. It was developed and published by Midway Games. It was released in 1997 in the arcade, and as many of you know, back in the day, an arcade game like this would come out on the big, tall arcade machine that you would see in an actual arcade or at the movie theater, which is where I played this a lot, or kind of at a number of different places. Walmart actually used to have a little area in the front of their store where it was like their foyer, and then they would have some games and some treats and stuff in there. And this was one of the games that Walmart actually had in there. You can find, I think, similar things at like Target will have a little miniature arcade and things like that. This game was also at a Max and Irma's near where I lived, and that was another place you could play this. But before it was on console, it was on the arcade, and this also was released for PlayStation, Nintendo 64. You can get a PlayStation 3 version as well, but instead of purchasing that, I decided to go ahead and get an original copy for the PlayStation 1. This is being played on the PlayStation 2, and as you can see right here, my defensive skills are not up to par with my offensive capabilities as they used to be. But the console version was released on September 10th, 1998, and then it was in January 2012 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It really, for me, this game kind of spawned my love and, love might be a little strong of a word, my enjoyment for other games. One of the things you'll see here when I get back on defense is I'll just start wailing on the opposing team. The violence in this game was unpar, and there wasn't as much backlash with this game as there was, a lot of the violent games at the time. But this game did, from time to time, receive its fair share of criticisms. Another thing that I enjoy about this game, or that I like about this game, is, as I was saying, it paved the way for NBA Jam, and then a future game that I plan to talk about, MLB Slugfest, also was a part of this sort of genre, if you will. And MLB Slugfest is a game that I've been trying to find a good copy of, but I've yet to find a working copy of. But hopefully, I'll be able to track it down soon. And then right there, that was a lucky catch. I probably shouldn't have caught that, but I'll take the bounces when they go. This is very much a simulation. It's I believe 5-on-3 of actual active players. You have like defensive linemen that are kind of not named, but you do have your linebacker. I think maybe 2 linebackers and 2 defensive backs are named on the defense, and then on your offense, your running back, your 2 primary receivers, and your quarterback are all named. But I don't believe everyone else is, or at least they don't touch the ball. Extra points are simulated. Kickoffs are simulated. They just kind of drop it down there based on how good your special teams is. And I picked the Bengals just because they're my favorite team. I've always liked the Bengals. I almost went with San Francisco during this. They're another one of my favorite teams from this area. This was back when San Francisco and the Cowboys were really good, and who all else was really good at this time? I don't even remember, but it's a lot different than it was now. I would say there's just a lot of different. The NFL was a lot different back then, but I'm kind of digressing a little bit. This game is just a lot of fun. This was one of those games where I played it at the arcade quite a bit, maybe more so than I ever have on console, although I did have it for PlayStation 1 back in the day before I traded all of that in when I upgraded to the PlayStation 2. It's been a long time coming. Just this game it's fundamental because it's created a lot of sequels and a lot of spin-offs. There's Blitz the League now, even though those games are kind of terrible. This game was just all-out arcade fun, and there's no denying that in the little bit over 10 minutes that I'm going to be playing this game, not quite 11. It's just fun, and that's what games were back in the day, and not to say that they aren't now, but there were games that were just mindless fun, and Duke Nukem was one of those. It's not so much fun now because it was terrible, but this was kind of along those lines. It was just excessive and fun, and this is what video games were all about in the 90s, and this is a very kind of different, stark contrast to the true simulation that Madden is and Madden EA Sports are. But at the same time, you have you know, you can still have fun, which is something I've always liked. And I tried to do the old hook and ladder there, but it didn't really work out. So, there's not a whole lot else I can really say about this game other than I totally suggest you try it out. I don't know how much it is on PlayStation, but I'm sure it can't be much more than a few dollars. So I definitely recommend you check it out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and then kind of just let the audio play out, because I think the audio, actually I should talk about this. The audio is kind of partly of what this makes the game. The announcer's really good. It's really fun, and you'll recognize him from when I did that NBA Jam video and a Reminiscing with Shady a long time ago. And then right there I missed a sack, and that kind of bugged me a little bit. But you know, it's and then it's just bone crushing hits. It's simple. This game is simple in every element, but effective. You know, it's like, it's the opposite of, you guys will see the Murdered Soul Suspect review on Saturday, so I'll give you a sneak peek of that. It's simple, unrefined, yet it works. And Murdered Soul Suspect's kind of the opposite. It's difficult, but it fails. You know, it's kind of got a lot of fun merits, a lot of good merits. Then right there, that's a little excessive after the play contact, but you know, it's just simple. And I keep saying that word, but it's true. And it makes for a fun simulation. It may not be the most accurate, because I think you only play, what is that, 7-on-7, something like that. But it still works at the end of the day. So I'm going to let you check out the rest of the gameplay with full audio. I'm going to step out and then watch me return that. Oh, man, I got slammed. I'm going to step out, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you next time. But this has been Reminiscing with Shady, episode 65, NFL Blitz.
Broken up. Cincinnati down by 3. Fires it. Comes up with it. He could go all. Oh, did you see that one? It's the end of the third quarter. Second and goal. Touchdown! Tacks on the extra point. That was uncalled for. To Holcomb. Beautiful catch. I love it. Second down. Come on! He is out of control. Third and short. First down. That was uncalled for. Bates fires it. I'm good. Touchdown! Tacks on the extra point. First down. Blake. To Dillon. Somehow come. First down. First down. Blake fires downfield. Second down. Blake to Scott. Bingo. Time is running out. Cincinnati down by 3. Touchdown! Tacks on the extra point. Is that legal? First and 30. He fires. Beautiful catch. Just seconds left. Second down. Banks.
How'd that dirt taste, punk?
Just seconds left. St. Louis down by 4. First down. seconds left. First down. Just couldn't come up with it. Just seconds left. Fires downfield. Incomplete pass.